Hi, and welcome back to my series on goals and when life gets in the way. And what should we do? And do we just give up? What are some choices that we have? So this video is brought to you by April Miller Coaching. I am April Miller. And so when your life gets put on hold, you might be asking, what should you do with your goal that you once had for yourself? Maybe some of you are like many of us, where we just toss it out the window because you figure, we're not going to reach it, so why should we waste our time on it any longer? But don't do that. Wait. Don't dismiss the goal that you once had for yourself. It was obviously important enough for you to make. You need to trust yourself that it is important to you. Then I want you to list about 3-minute to 10-minute tasks that are doable for you at this moment. Now, I don't want you to list 100 of these tasks because I'm sure there's not that many to do for your goal, but just really quick things you can do where you can find the time to do that. I'll be blunt in saying, if you're sitting on the toilet, you could do it really quick, right? You can multitask. For example, though, reading for 10 minutes right before bed, messaging 3 people while you're waiting for your appointment, or messaging 3 people while, your husband is cooking you dinner, or even just meal prep for just one day. If that's part of your goal, if that's a task for your goal, just do it for one day. Don't do it for all 7 days or all 5 days, those kinds of things. So I want to share with you my personal story with this, because this is how it went for me. So as of the day that this video is being made, I have had vertigo for 10 straight days. At the beginning and even during, my nutrition was not on point. It wasn't. I was not eating clean foods the whole time. Because at first, my priority was just getting any kind of nutrients in me. It didn't matter what it was. I knew I needed to eat. When I was violently vomiting, I really lost a ton of potassium, and it was very serious. And while those levels have gone back up to normal, I still wanted to make sure that now I was getting proper nutrition. So that became a priority for me. So what could I do with my eyes closed, laying in bed? I can't even function by myself. I can't even walk 5 feet to the bathroom. What could I do to help myself with nutrition? Now, I could have just thrown my goals out the window and said, hey, Danny, could you just go grab me a taco? I could have just said that, or just grab me ice cream out of the freezer. But I didn't. I knew that I had nutritious food in my kitchen, and somehow I needed to get it and get it fast. That is where the one thing that I'm very thankful that I have in my kitchen at all times is Shakeology. And truth be told, it totally replaces a multivitamin plus more. There's so many proven health benefits with the clinical studies that they've done that it's been amazing. So I knew that was my priority, and that was fast and easy to do. So I told him, he had never made it before. I told him exactly what I do: put 1 scoop in, 10 ounces of water, put a couple ice cubes in it, shake it up really good, and just bring it to me. And it took literally 2 minutes. So I was able to get some of that down. I was really afraid though of eating anything because I thought that, my stomach would be upset by it. But I knew I had the vegan formula, and that formula is made with the pea protein isolate. The whey protein isolate, it's not whey protein, it's pea protein. So it's completely protein based. There's no dairy in it. And I knew that would help me. And sure enough, it did. Now, truth be told, again, I did crave a hamburger. And I did allow myself to eat a hamburger because I hadn't eaten anything in 2 days. So after I got my complete nutrition, I figured I need to now get calories in me. Because the Shakeology is such a low glycemic index, which is a good thing for what I was going through, but also it's not a lot of calories. It's not enough calories to be able to replace a meal, which is why it's not a meal replacement. So I went ahead and I allowed myself that hamburger and ate that. So basically there's a personal example of slowly making an effort and completing tasks in order to help me reach my goal of proper nutrition all day, every day. But remember that only you know the best time to start back up with your goals. But you want to try not to delay it for too long, because if you keep pushing it aside, you're not going to get to it. You're going to give yourself those excuses and you're never going to get to it. So you wanted to just do a little bit at a time. The very best advice I can share with my personal experience is not to allow an illness or even a life event to overcome what you set to do for yourself. That was obviously important to you, and you are important. But again, I'm going to emphasize only you know when to incorporate these tasks and priorities of your life to reach your goal back in. So I will see you next time, and take care. Bye.